Around January of 2000, the World Wide Web Consortium, the group that works to define and establish web standards, announced the move from the current standard at the time, which was HTML 4.0, to the new standard of XHTML. XHTML stands for Extensible Hypertext Markup Language. Now over 8 years old is the standard. XHTML is no longer the new standard. It is the standard markup language for creating web content. If you never learned HTML, don't let the prospect of learning XHTML intimidate you. XHTML is actually easier to learn than HTML, since it contains a smaller set of tags and has stricter rules about what's allowed. Put simply, XHTML marks the transition of HTML to XML, as XHTML is a combination of the two. By moving towards XML, our web content becomes more consistent and is easier for browsers and other user agents to browse and understand. Currently, there are 3 versions of XHTML: strict, transitional, and frame set. The version your web page is using is declared in the document type definition and helps validation tools know which rules the document should follow. Strict should be used when clean structural markup is the goal. Transitional still allows some HTML 4.0 attributes, making it ideal for backwards compatible websites. Frame set is used when you need to use frames within your pages. XHTML Transitional is by far the most used and what we'll be using on our Groundswell site, although strict is gaining in popularity as older browser use declines. XHTML comes with predefined tags to structure our content. In XHTML, for example, H1 doesn't mean the biggest, boldest heading. It means the most important. Tags have logical meaning and should be used consistently throughout your site. Although XHTML comes with a wide array of tags that help convey meaning, it doesn't contain enough tags to fully describe everything within your site. There is no sidebar or footer tag, for example. To help further describe your page elements, you will often use the ID and class attributes of tags to attach further meaning. We'll talk more about IDs and classes later, but they're worth mentioning here so that you'll remember that they are used within the logical structure of your site and not just for creating styles. If all this has made you a bit nervous, don't worry. Dreamweaver makes the creation of XHTML super easy. Setting a single preference, make sure that all code generated is exactly the flavor of XHTML that you need, and that it will conform to that flavor's standards. When we define our site later, we'll make sure that we set the version of XHTML we want to use for the document creation, and we'll be all set. If you want to learn more about XHTML, you can browse to the World Wide Web Consortium's homepage at w3.org. Scrolling down, you'll see a list of topics on the left-hand side, and if you go all the way down to XHTML, you can simply click on that, and it will take you to the XHTML Working Group's homepage. This page contains all the information that you'll ever want to know about XHTML, so if you're looking for a little light reading on the exact specifications of XHTML, this is a great place to start.